Dreaming of working from a beach cafe or a European city, but not sure how to stay there legally? Don't worry, I've got you. In this video, we're breaking down the easiest digital nomad visas for 2025, where to apply, what it costs, and how to turn that dream into a long-term reality. Let's start with the basics. A digital nomad visa lets you live and work remotely in a foreign country, legally, while you're employed or freelancing for clients outside that country. Think of it as your golden ticket to long-term travel without worrying about border runs or overstays. Most countries created these visas after 2020 to attract remote workers, and now, in 2025, the process is smoother, cheaper, and easier than ever. Let's start with Spain. Spain has become one of Europe's favorite destinations for remote workers, and not just for the food and sunshine. In 2025, their digital nomad visa is one of the easiest and most flexible ways to live and work legally in the EU. Let's break it down. Step by step, the real numbers, what to expect, and a few fixer tips you won't find on consulate websites. The Spanish digital nomad visa starts with a short-term visa that lasts up to 4 months. That's your entry ticket. Once you arrive, you'll upgrade it into a residence permit that's valid for 2 years. The best part? You can renew it once more for 3 additional years. That means you can live in Spain legally for up to 5 years. And if you fall in love with the country, you can even apply for permanent residency or citizenship later on. To qualify, you'll need to show a stable remote income, at least 200% of Spain's minimum wage, which comes to about €2, 760 a month in 2025. If you're traveling with family, you'll need a little more, roughly an extra €1,000 for a spouse and €350 per child. When it's time to apply, be organized. You'll need proof you're working remotely, like an employment contract or freelance agreement, bank statements or invoices showing your income, private health insurance that covers you in Spain, a clean criminal record certificate, proof of accommodation. This could be a lease, hotel booking, or an invitation letter. And of course, your passport, ID photos, and certified translations of any documents that aren't in Spanish. Now, here's where Spain gets interesting. If you're employed by a company abroad, you can apply for what's called the Beckham Law. It lets you pay a flat 24% tax rate on your Spanish income for up to 5 years, instead of the higher resident tax brackets. Freelancers don't qualify for that, but they can deduct work expenses under normal self-employed rules. Processing time varies depending on where you apply. If you're already in Spain, the residence permit usually takes about 1 to 3 months. If you apply from abroad through your local consulate, it can take a little longer, anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks depending on how busy they are. You have 2 ways to apply, and this part confuses a lot of people, so here's the fixer version. Option 1. Apply from your home country at the nearest Spanish consulate. They'll issue a short-term visa so you can enter Spain. Once you're here, you'll upgrade it to your residence permit. Option 2. If you're already in Spain on a tourist or Schengen visa, you can apply online inside Spain through the immigration portal known as the UGECE office. That's the Large Companies and Strategic Groups unit based in Madrid. Apply before you travel, not after. Bring proof of accommodation, double-check your translations, and if you're applying online, upload documents as PDFs, with clear English or Spanish file names. It sounds small, but Spain loves order. The cleaner your application, the faster your approval. So that's Spain, the fixer favorite for 2025. A vibrant culture, incredible food, and one of Europe's most flexible nomad visas. Whether you base yourself in Valencia, Madrid, or Malaga, Spain proves that work and wanderlust can actually live together. Next, Portugal. Arguably Europe's most beloved destination for long-term travelers. Portugal isn't just another stop on the digital nomad map. It's become the place where community and balance come naturally. With a visa that's simple, flexible, and friendly to remote workers, Portugal is the definition of work-life harmony in 2025. Let's dive into what you need, what it costs, and why so many nomads call this their forever base. Portugal's D8 digital nomad visa, also called the remote work visa, is structured for long-term living, not short visits. You'll start with a temporary visa valid for 4 months, which lets you enter Portugal and get settled. Then, you'll convert it into a residence permit valid for 2 years, renewable for another 3 years, giving you a total of 5 years of legal stay. After that, you can apply for permanent residency, or even citizenship, if you meet the language and tax requirements. To qualify, you'll need to show a steady income, about €3, 280 per month in 2025, which is 4 times Portugal's minimum wage. That income must come from remote work with a company outside Portugal or freelance clients abroad. You'll also need to show proof that you've been earning this consistently for the past 3 months or more. When you apply, have everything organized. Portugal loves clarity. Here's what you'll need. Proof of income or contract, showing you work remotely. Bank statements for the last 3 months. A valid passport, and clean criminal record. Health insurance that covers your entire stay. Proof of accommodation. This could be a lease, hotel booking or Airbnb receipt. And 2 passport-sized photos for your residency application. Once you're settled, you can also register under Portugal's non-habitual resident or NHR tax program. It offers a flat 20% tax rate on qualifying income earned in Portugal, and in some cases, you can avoid double taxation on foreign income for up to 10 years, depending on your country's tax treaty. That's what makes Portugal one of Europe's most tax-friendly countries for remote workers. Processing times vary, but most applicants hear back within 4 to 8 weeks after submitting their paperwork. The key is preparation. Incomplete documents or missing translations are the biggest reason for delays. Portugal's bureaucracy can be slow, but if your application is clean, it moves surprisingly fast. You can apply from your home country at a Portuguese consulate, or you can enter Portugal on a tourist visa and apply there directly through SEF, Portugal's immigration authority. Either way, you'll need an appointment, and depending on your location, consulate waiting times can range from a few days to a few weeks. Here's my fixer tip. Apply before you travel, not after. Bring a printed accommodation contract, keep digital backups of all your documents, and submit PDFs named clearly. Portuguese officials love organization, and that small effort can save you weeks of waiting. Portugal isn't just a visa, it's a lifestyle. You've got cafes that double as offices, beaches 5 minutes from your desk, and a community that actually wants you there. It's where the Wi-Fi is fast, but the pace of life is slow, and that balance is exactly why it's a fixer favorite. Third on the list, Croatia. If you want European charm without the price tag, Croatia is your best-kept secret. With a coastline that rivals Italy's, fast internet, and a tax-free visa built for remote workers, Croatia quietly became one of the smartest digital nomad bases in Europe. Here's how to make it happen. Croatia's digital nomad residence permit lets you live and work legally for up to 12 months. And here's the catch. It's not renewable right away. You can't extend it immediately, but you can reapply after 6 months outside Croatia. So it's best viewed as a 1-year chapter. A full season of Adriatic living. The income requirement is refreshingly modest compared to most of Europe. You'll need to prove a monthly income of around €2, 540, or savings of at least €30,000 if you're applying solo. For families, at about €90 per dependent per month, your income must come from outside Croatia, either as an employee or freelancer. The paperwork is refreshingly straightforward. You'll need proof of remote employment or freelance contracts, bank statements or proof of savings, valid health insurance that covers Croatia, proof of accommodation, such as a lease or hotel booking, a clean criminal record from your home country, and of course a copy of your passport and 1 passport-sized photo. Here's where Croatia really wins. If you qualify for this visa, you're completely exempt from Croatian income tax on your foreign earnings. That means you can live, work and spend locally, without paying taxes on money earned outside the country. It's one of the cleanest, most nomad-friendly setups in Europe. Processing times are fast. Most applicants get approved in 3 to 6 weeks, especially if they apply online through the Croatian Ministry of the Interior's portal. You'll get updates by email, and once approved, you'll visit the local police station to pick up your residence card. You can apply entirely online before you arrive. No embassy lines, no consulate appointments. Just visit digitalnomad.hr or gov.hr, fill out the form and upload your documents. If you're already in Croatia on a tourist visa, you can apply in-country at your local police station, but applying online tends to be faster. Croatia loves paperwork, but it loves organization more. Scan everything clearly, label each file in English, and make sure your bank statements show your name and balance on 1 page. Small details equals fast approvals. So if you're chasing the European dream without draining your wallet, Croatia should be on your shortlist. A full year of tax-free coastal living, crystal water, great Wi-Fi and Mediterranean calm. For digital nomads, it's Europe's best-kept secret. Next, let's fly across the ocean to Costa Rica. If you want tropical weather, slow mornings and a place that actually welcomes remote workers, Costa Rica is worth a look. The country launched its digital nomad visa to attract people who can work from anywhere, and it's one of the simplest options outside Europe. The visa lasts for 1 year, and you can extend it for another year if you still meet the requirements. It's not a residence permit, but it gives you legal stay, and you won't have to leave the country every few months like a tourist. To qualify, you'll need to show a monthly income of at least $3,000 USD. If you're bringing your family, that rises to $4,000 USD. You'll also need private health insurance that covers you for the whole period. The paperwork is straightforward. You'll need your passport, proof of income such as payslips or bank statements for the past year, proof of health insurance, and a completed application form. You can apply online and upload everything in digital format, no embassy queues. The best bit: while you're on this visa, you're exempt from local income tax on money earned abroad. You can also import one set of work equipment, like a laptop or camera, without paying import duties. That makes it one of the most tax-friendly visas in Latin America. Once you've submitted your application, approvals usually take 3 to 6 weeks. It's handled by the Directorate of Immigration in San Jose, and you'll get your permit as a digital document by email. You can apply entirely online before traveling. Visit tramites.go.cr, register for a user account, and follow the instructions under the Digital Nomad section. If you're already in the country, you can apply from within Costa Rica too. Keep your documents in both English and Spanish. It helps speed up review times. And make sure your proof of income shows regular monthly payments, not just one large balance. That's what immigration looks for. Costa Rica suits people who want stability without stress. The Wi-Fi's good, the people are kind, and life runs on a slower rhythm that's easy to get used to. Stay a year, maybe 2. You might find it hard to leave. And of course, Bali. Bali has been the unofficial home of digital nomads for years. In 2025, Indonesia has made it official. With its new long-stay visa options, you can live and work remotely here, legally, simply, and for longer than ever before. There isn't one single digital nomad visa yet, but there are 2 main routes that remote workers use in 2025. The first is the second home visa, aimed at professionals and freelancers who can show long-term financial stability. It lets you stay for 5 or 10 years, depending on your proof of funds. The second is the B211A visa, a flexible single-entry visa valid for 60 days, extendable twice, giving you up to 6 months in total. Many nomads use this one, while waiting for new long-stay categories to expand. For the second home visa, you need to show proof of funds of at least 2 billion rupiah, which is about £100,000 GBP, or $130,000 USD, held in an Indonesian bank account. That money isn't a fee, it just stays on deposit for the duration of your stay. The B211A visa, by contrast, has no set income level. You only need to show that you can support yourself during your visit, usually with a few recent bank statements. The documents are straightforward. A passport valid for at least 12 months for the second home visa, or 6 months for the B211A. Recent bank statements or proof of savings. Proof of health insurance. A recent passport-style photo. And, for the longer visa, a letter from an Indonesian sponsor or local immigration agent. Indonesia has clarified its tax rules for remote workers. If you earn income from clients or companies outside Indonesia, and you don't invoice or sell locally, you won't be taxed on that income while you're here. This exemption currently applies for up to 183 days per year, though it may expand with new regulations in 2025. Long-term residents under the second home visa become tax residents after 6 months, but there are now clear guidelines to avoid double taxation under international agreements. The B211A visa usually takes 5 to 10 working days to process online. The second home visa can take around 1 month, as it involves more paperwork and local banking requirements. Both visas can be arranged fully online through authorized agents or Indonesia's immigration portal. You can apply online via Indonesia's official immigration website, or through a registered visa agent in Bali or Jakarta. The process is digital, payments are made securely online, and you'll receive your e-visa by email. Set up a local bank account if you're planning to stay more than 6 months. It makes it easier to meet proof of funds rules and pay rent. And always keep multiple digital copies of your documents. Wi-Fi is good here, but backups never hurt. Bali isn't just about beaches and yoga retreats anymore. It's a proper base for people who want to live freely and work responsibly. The infrastructure is better, the community stronger, and the government's finally built a legal path for the lifestyle people have lived here for years. In 2025, remote work in Indonesia isn't a loophole, it's an invitation. There you go. The easiest digital nomad visas for 2025, explained and simplified. Wherever you go, apply early, stay informed, and build a plan that keeps you free, legal, and thriving. I'm the Travel Fixer, helping you work smarter, live freer, and find home wherever your Wi-Fi connects.